You know, I've talked about my dream is that humanity survives. And that 1,000 years from now, whatever our species has become, they look back and use what I've done and what others have done just as an example of the courage they'll need in their day. And it's not that I will be known in the future. That's not, it's to communicate with people in the future. That's an essential human trait. To commune through the species we live on. There's no debate about that. And I don't care about myself. I had a talk with my wife this morning. I said, I'm going to turn the heat up and really tell people what I think. And I'm going to stop subconsciously being afraid. And I'm going to be the leader I'm meant to be. And I've asked God to give me guidance. But I said, it may destroy our family. Are you ready for this? Are you commit the entire family to this? Which it's already committed. But I wanted to recommit. And she looked at me and she said, yes. Yes. And it is that willful decision, all in. All of it. It's all in. John Hancock. Biggest signature at the top. Bam, John Hancock. Signing his death sentence if they didn't win. That's what it takes to win. That's what it takes to defeat tyrants. The globalists are all in. They're not going to give us quarter. It's not special. It's not great to be all in against them. It's real. The only choice you've got is to be all in. We're not talking about being domesticated by the globalist. We're not talking about being their slaves, which is a fate worse than death. They don't even want us as slaves. They want us out of the way. Life has always been cheap, ladies and gentlemen. But now it's seen as a negative thing, like garbage that needs to be taken away. Well, I'm not garbage, and those little children, millions of them the globalists have killed. You know, we see a child killed with their bottom of their face blown off, dying with the blood spilling out with their tongue flapping around, and their little eyes just in absolute terror, and it tears our guts out. But imagine the children that die slowly from the degenerative bio and chemical weapons added to the food, the water, the vaccines. Or imagine the 15 million children conservatively a year that die of starvation. Another 30 million children from malnutrition. By the way, it was 15 million a decade ago. I've looked up the numbers. You know, on average, it's up to 20 million a year now from straight up starvation. You know why? Because of biofuels in the last 5-6 years. Biofuels. The corn is being turned into ethanol for environmental reasons. Everything that's done environmentally is not to help the planet that, by the way, is getting screwed up with genetic engineering, toxic waste dumping, other things. It's done to cut off resources, to cut off fuel, cut off carbon dioxide, cut off things like that. Well, I want it said here. I repent for all of my crimes against humanity, and they are small compared to these great evils, but it's a stairway that leads to the same place. And then I'm going to go to Nick, listening on 1600 AM WMQM. I'm going to go to Ronnie, and I'm going to go to Steve and Craig and CJ and others that are holding. But I am going to repent for my flesh. And I'm going to ask God to give me the strength, because Lord knows I'm fallen, to please give me the strength to do an even better job and to be more eloquent and to reach out to people. I am tired and I have trouble putting all this information together, but just please help me. Please help me and please help others, because we've got to save the little people. Christ said it was better to tie a millstone around your neck and throw it to the deepest ocean than to hurt one of these. And by my lack of action, I am a party to this. We are all a party to the killing of the innocent. We are all a party to the poisoning of our planet and ourselves. And we must repent before God. We must repent, even if you don't believe in God. For God's sakes, repent. Repent to the universe. Repent to your ancestors. Repent to something. Recognize the wrong. Recognize it and ask a higher power to direct you, because that's the only strength we've got left. Everything in this new world order is so you don't recognize pain, so you don't recognize evil and corruption, so that it can grow. There's a whole universe of lies and distractions and diversions. to keep you from actually being awake and on this journey, this test that is life. And for every wicked action, there is a good reaction, the opposite reaction. We are going to see feats of evil and wickedness the world has never seen, but we're going to see feats of strength and honor and goodness and sacrifice that the world has never seen. Everyone can feel it. We are crossing the bridge into Hades right now. This world is going to enter a time the likes of which this planet has never seen. And this is only the beginning. I have chosen the side I am on. I have 100% committed my name, my soul, my children, my treasure, my blood to resistance to this planetary vampiric spirit. And I ask God, because only God has the power to remove the enemy's tentacles completely from me so that I can truly stand with others against the enemy. I am weak, God, and I need the strength. I can't do it. And God will answer this prayer. And God will answer your prayer. But you must know there's a consequence. There is a price. And that price is a blessing. But it will not be light. It will sit heavy, but not as heavy. And it will sit in a different way than evil. You know, that's what it really comes down to. I come in here with all this temporal news, and I can't even look at it anymore. Because at the root of it, it's about our souls. At the root of it, it's about who we are. At the root of it, it's about this journey. At the root of it, it's about the trance the public's in. I mean, look at this good news. There's good, bad news, hundreds of articles. Ron Paul does not rule out third-party run. That is super good news. I knew that's the common sense move because he's at the end of his career. And I understand that they're building a third-party movement out there. But Ron Paul should run as a third party if he doesn't get the nomination, which he's close to getting, because then he'll still be able to inject real issues on a platform that he'll never... The sun may burn into a cinder before we ever come this way again. So he needs to ride that pony. Ride that horse. You got that? Boehner won't rule out balanced budget amendment that permits unlimited federal spending, a balanced budget that allows unlimited spending. That's kind of funny. Yes, we have a limit on things. It's unlimited. And we got some of that news. We got world news. We've got the banker takeover news. We've got more checkpoints around the country, warrantless. They're openly hyping up a new war in Syria. Globalists are going to go in and just level the place, killing untold innocents. But so what? Hell, we'll just watch Dancing with the Stars and football and feel good. And yeah, look, you see, wow, I love watching the news. You see all them mushroom clouds blowing up stuff, all those burning buildings. Yeah, we're showing that Assad. Yeah. Hey, did you hear they're using Al-Qaeda? Well, Al-Qaeda ain't that bad. Yeah, parking lot them all, you know, in my opinion. I just follow orders, you know how it is. Man, you think you're safe? You think if the New World Order doesn't care about all these people they're killing? They don't just not care about them. They do care about them. They care about killing them slowly and painfully. And I thought about that. I thought about these children. You know, they're dying in I guess an hour or two, flopping around with their lower jaw and face blown off with their tongue hanging out, just in total panic. A kid who hours before was on the ground playing with little toys, sweet and innocent and good. I also see that this culture in TV demonizing children, attacking children, saying children are bad and horrible. Children are bad and horrible once you send them to a government training camp and they're around other kids and learn all this TV brainwashing. I've been around third world kids that don't watch TV, and you know what? They don't act like American demons. They got to be raised up as demons so they can serve in Satan's force. Of course, Americans will serve the devil and bow down no matter what the system says because this is a godly force. They'll pray to Jesus while they serve the devil. You know, the devil's chariot, his war wagon, is pulled by Christians. That's the biggest joke, isn't it? That's one of the devil's biggest tricks. The closer you get to the meaning, the sooner you know that you're dreaming. 99.9% of the public is in a dream-like trance. Even those of us that are awake are only conscious for glimmering moments as the universe opens up to us and our feeble human minds cannot even analyze what we're seeing. But the Illuminati, they have seen and chosen darkness. But they've only seen through dark glasses, through diseased glasses. They haven't truly seen. They've seen through a veil. They believe, like a man in the desert, that they found an oasis. But really, it's a sand-washed gully full of bones where they will collapse into the dust of the universe and be forgotten because they were not of the flowing waters of life. Let's go ahead and talk to Nick in Tennessee, listening on 1600 AM WMQM. Welcome, Nick. Thank you for holding.
Well, thank you very much. Alex, I want to thank you for everything you do, and God bless you, and I have lots of love and respect for you. I want to know your thoughts about the prison industry, because I feel like, I was dumbed down in my school, and I feel like when we get out into children, when they get out of the schools and they get out into the real world, we don't know half of the laws that are even written down, and then when we end up breaking a law, we find ourselves in their prisons and stuff, and I feel like
it's all selectively enforced to begin with. Most of the stuff isn't even constitutional, and it's all just a bunch of criminal juries. Yeah,
because I feel like they're seriously dumbing down people to where they have a life of crime, and they don't even know how they ended up in the prisons, you see.
No, that's what it is. They send you to prison for something that shouldn't even be illegal, but you get out in 5 years as a criminal, because if you don't join a gang and you don't learn the criminal trade, they're gonna kill you. And so you get out, and now that's your bit. You can't get a regular job, so you're part of that criminal organization. And then you learn to pay your police cut. It's all set up with precision. It's all run perfectly. You know who's running it? The guy with big horns? God of this world?
In jail, really, you say.
Did you want to add anything else, sir?
Yes, sir.
I will stay there. I'll come back to you briefly. Then we'll get to Stephen in Mississippi and others. Craig in Canada, CJ in Michigan, Ronnie, others. Stay with us.
Smokers, are you still smoking traditional cigarettes? Are you still smelling up your clothes and car interior, staining your teeth, and getting ashes everywhere? Why, when you could be smoking or vaping with e-cigarettes by LeSig? With LeSig e-cigarettes' revolutionary microelectronic technology, rechargeable battery, and unique replacement cartridges, you'll get all the satisfaction of smoking, but no smoking hazards. Choose from a wide variety of our new American-made Vaporite e-liquid flavors at LeSig.com, spelled L-E-C-I-G.com, or call 870-518-4307. That's 870-518-4307. LeSig e-cigarettes for today's modern smoker. Warning, e-cigs may contain nicotine, an addictive substance known to the state of California to cause birth defects or cancer. Please be aware of the risks associated with e-cigs prior to use. You must be 18 years or older to purchase.
If you're a man over 40, you may feel like half the man you used to be. Are you gaining more body fat? Are you feeling tired? Are you